I should be preparing to color my hair. I don't know how I'm feeling about that though. Don't know. It definitely needs to be done. I got all the stuff just waiting on me. We are ready to get the party started. I ordered my stuff ahead of time, y'all. I got the whole kit and caboodle. Pow! We are ready to rumble, guys. Hey, Bronx. Child, ain't nobody in here. Don't nobody want to hear the truth today. Listen, it just be us. Listen. So, after when is the last time I colored my hair? I need to start keeping up with this. When was this even ordered? 4/13. It ain't even been a month. The same color, the blonde. If you can see the blonde through the gray, I don't even know if you can see the blonde through the gray. That's what I'm saying. Is that gray even bad enough to even do it? I say yeah, but I don't know if I got enough regrowth. You think I got enough regrowth? I think I be going too soon. I be pulling the trigger too soon. And then you can't even tell. You can actually can't even tell where the grays start and the blondes start. I know you think you can't. I gotta take it down so you can see. But it's just too hot to do that. I don't know. But this is I think they sent me the wrong one. Medium golden blonde. That is medium golden blonde. So it's one of these colors. See, you can't tell because my hair is dark. But my hair is a weird color brown. So it blends in with the gray. It's not black, it's a weird color brown. So it actually looks like more gray hair than what it is. But if you see, all I'm really doing is dyeing my grays. And I do have, this here is like a strong patch for me. But if you see within my roots, my hair is actually a weird color brown. So since it's that weird color brown, it makes it look whiter than what it is when it blends in. It's like a weird, it's an actual color number. I can't think what color number it is. But I ain't bought weed for a while. But see, these are all different colored blondes. Just mixed in on my white hair. So you see how right here you see the blonde? And then there's a different color right here. And then all right here is darker. So this here, I forget what color this is. But right here is where I started doing blonde. And now right here is my lightest color blonde. I did it so the grays could blend in. But it really ain't, I don't know, child. It's a lot. I wish it could just be, see, there's that blonde. I wish it could just be all that color. I don't want to cut it off because that's too much hair to cut off. Look, I only got a couple inches of blonde hair. I ain't got that much blonde hair. I cut that off, I'll be bald-headed. I would be bald-headed if I cut it off. Yeah, so my hair is actually like 3 different colors. Well, don't count the gray, that makes 4. So it's light blonde mixed in with brown. Then it's a medium blonde. And then it's a, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. So I'm just going to cut it as it grows. Instead of just cutting it all off and being bald-headed. Then I'll be mad because I'm bald-headed. I'm like, cut all your hair off. That's what I did last time when I wanted to go gray. I cut all my hair off. Not all my hair, but all my colored hair. Oh Lord, I took the hair tie out. It's going down. I can't find the hair tie. Hey, webcam. Now I got the hair touching me. I'm bothered. I'm stressed out. It's a lot going on. Y'all know I don't like no hair. I did that last butterfly cut to it. It's getting some girth now, y'all. Well, I don't want to say girth. That's a lie, but it's long now. This is the longest I had it in a while. When I was little, my hair was so long where I used to sit on it. I used to hate that. Because you're not thinking, you just run around playing or sitting down or whatever it is, and you just sit on your hair. Man, I hated that. I told my mom, cut that off. That was so irritating. Sitting on your hair, that'll ruin your whole day. I'm glad my hair ain't thick like it used to be. Boy, I have a whole bad attitude. I done lost the hair tie. Trying to show y'all some ish. I done lost the hair tie. Now I'm stressed out. My hair ain't gonna stay braided. It's gonna be touching me. Yeah, so what I have in the hair coloring kit is, because I have like boxers on, I am not comfortable. Shorts. Alright, drive safe. So I got my peroxide 20 volume, because the deposit, you only need 20 volume. You can use 10, but 20 is what you should use for gray hair, because gray hair is actually, it has some resistance to it, so that 20 volume will go ahead and open up the hair follicle, open up everything, let that that hair color get in that shaft. And then we have booster. So you put this, and this is gonna go as well. We got a booster. We got the actual hair color, medium blonde, which we'll go ahead and use it. Then we got the color sealer. We have the bowl. We have the little brush. Yeah, a lot of people don't know, but I went to school for this. I'm a beast with the scissors. So I really don't need to go see a beautician because I can do whatever to my own hair. But yeah, I actually went to school for this. I'm a master beautician. A lot of people don't know that. I took extended classes. Extended courses. So I learned, the thing about me, when we were in school, all the black older clients would come to me because they wanted their natural hair done. And I knew how to do natural hair. I knew how to treat natural hair. I know how to grow natural black hair. I know what products. So I try to give y'all the game. Y'all can have hair down here, thick and healthy, but nobody wants to listen to me. But you know, that's y'all. But yes, I was actually trained. I trained myself in black hair. I said, no way am I a woman of color and cannot do our hair. That doesn't make sense. So, ladies, if you need your hair to grow, whatever it is. So, that's it. Little fun fact about me. I know how to do eyebrows. I know how to do lashes. I know how to do fingernails. I know how to do all that stuff. But back then, there wasn't a lot of money in there like it is now. That was another thing. I don't know what people, I don't know. I didn't consider it no money. I wasn't impressed by it. I mean, it was decent. I mean, I ain't gonna say like, as long as you do hair and know your, know the importance of your hair. And that's why it's hard for people that do natural hair. A lot of people don't want their natural hair done. A lot of people don't even care about their natural hair. Let's start there. So a person that really does natural hair, your ratio of people that wear weave to the people that go natural, you know what I mean? Richard, how are we feeling about that? Do you see more natural hair or do you see more wigs? Natural hair or wigs? What are you seeing? And if you do see the real hair, it's just going to be for a little minute till they go put some fake hair on it. I don't know why women don't think their own hair is beautiful. That's something that will always mind boggle me. Just like I hear black people, black women, or I see them looking in magazines or watching movies. You know, society portrays it that light skin is just this special type of beautiful for some reason. And it's kind of scarred black women. And I don't really think they realize how beautiful they are, how beautiful their hair is, how beautiful their different skin tones are, how beautiful that wide nose is, how beautiful them big hips are. And it ain't about just having how beautiful that skin is. Let's start there. I see more unnatural. I know, me too. And I hate that. My daughter, she's another one, okay? She does have definitely, if you would see my daughter, you wouldn't think it, any of my daughters, you wouldn't think they were mine. So they're definitely more black than me. So that society has always controlled the narrative. Yes. You know how many times my daughter would tell me she has mixed friends, right? And she would come back and tell me, I want to be like them. Oh, she's cute. Look how like she is. Oh, she got good hair. And I'm like, that kind of bothers me because that was the point of me dating a dark skinned man. Because I didn't want a light skinned baby. You see what I'm saying? If I wanted light skinned babies, I knew how to produce light complected babies. Heck, I could have laid it with a white man that had a whole almost white child. So to hear my children say that, I'm like, and here I am, the lightest out of the bunch, and I'm like, black is beautiful and everything. And they're like, no, I want to be something else. I'm like, what? Yeah, that there just does something to my soul. And then you know what I noticed? Just like I had a son, he's done commercials and been in magazines, okay? Being mixed. See, unless people are mixed, they don't even understand the whole mixed conversation. But as in being mixed, here's one thing you don't know. That if you're not light enough or you're carrying a certain grade, they're not looking at you as a mixed person. Okay, they're looking at you as a black person, and that's fine because I produce black children. But I'm telling you, in the modeling world, that back looks like a fast food bag. I was so confused. That back? What? I'm curious now. But yeah, even when my son was modeling, it was rough because he had to get skin treatments all the time, like a girl. Like just he couldn't be comfortable. Like all his skin meant something. It's he'd just be sitting in the chair wrapped up. I mean, it was just crazy work, crazy work. But because you just have to take care of your skin a different way. But he was too dark to play the mixed kids role. And I know that ain't what nobody wants to hear. But once again, either you're going to be black, or you're going to be mixed, or you're going to be white, or you're going to be Chinese, or you're not going to be that middle where they can't really tell what you are. That ain't what they want. And he fell into that category where his skin, most beautiful, beautiful. Oh my God, he's most beautiful, photogenic. His look, and it's something else that worked against him. His look was too strong for his age. We're talking about a kid that's darker than the average mixed kid, with hair down to here, when just a beautiful black young man with hair. So he was seen as he wasn't considered a beautiful black male because he wasn't black enough to be an all black child. So in modeling, there's not a lot of room for in between, sadly enough. The bag looks like a fast food bag. Oh, good evening, Big Rome. Yeah, either you're not, you gotta be, you just have to be. So we had to retouch a lot of his photos and lighten them, and we had to go through a lot. But then it got to one point where we're like, do you even want to do that? Even though he was still he was very shootable. He was very, very shootable. It's really hard to get a commercial in your first year of that. He was very shootable, but it was just a lot of work. And then the hair, and then It was a lot. It was a lot. So anytime you would take a picture with him, like we ain't even gonna say a company. Let's say they want to do a photo shoot with 5 kids. Okay, they want to do a photo shoot with 5 kids. My son is going to ruin the photo shoot because you're not going to see the clothes. You're only going to see the kid. You're going to see the hair. You're not going to see the other children. Let me see if I got his book around me. I don't know where it's at. Somebody was just looking at it the other day. But yeah, his look was it was too strong. You couldn't see the product. Like there is a thing where he's done every accessory. He's modeled so many different things. And you think it's just something as simple as just going to take a picture. Here's this cute kid with all this beautiful hair blowing, and you see this beautiful. But the hair, you're looking at the hair. You're not looking at the glasses. You're looking at him because here's this boy with just this look, and you can't kind of even tell what he is. So that's drawing in curiosity. So you're not. He could have a book bag. He could have a shirt. He could have a whole outfit on. You didn't see that. If he had 4 other kids standing beside him in, whatever brand clothing, and they could have the brightest colors on, whatever, you don't even see them or their outfits. You're just looking at him. So it would be a photo shoot, and they planned on using him, but because it was more convenient. If they want, okay, there was an example where they wanted 5 kids. I'll use one example. They wanted 5 kids. They picked him first. You go through several to get picked. They picked him first. They picked him without a problem. A lot of people don't know, but my son got seen on. I've already done this social media thing on another site, and here's the crazy thing. I didn't even go hard. Once I put my son in the game, I let it go. I ain't worried about numbers. I ain't never make no money off of it. I was strategically doing it for his modeling thing. I ain't even want to do it. Somebody seen him. But then when I realized what a good chance he had, I'm like, well, let me run it. Let me show the world what I can do with this little boy. But we went, and they wanted 4 or 5 kids, whatever it was. So everybody puts on their outfit. I'm already noticing a difference when I'm looking at the other kids. They don't have that. They're beautiful in other ways, but because of my son's hair, it makes his age look. So that was always another problem. He would have to shoot with older kids, but then his face wasn't old enough. Hey, Diamond. So it was crazy. So anyways, we go to this photo shoot with my son, and he was, I don't say he was one of the cutest, because that would be an unfair statement, but he was one of the most noticeable. And they line all the kids up, and the kids are jumping around, and the kids are doing this, and the kids are doing that, and I'm standing behind the photographer. I always stand behind the photographer because I'm looking at the pictures. So I'm cueing my son. I'm his child. I'm his hairdresser. I'm his child wrangler. I've already learned what angles. I've had to learn photography. So someone else is shooting them. Usually people send me the merchandise. I've learned to take pictures so good where 98% of the people send me the merchandise, and I take the picture with the merchandise and send them a whole bunch, and they pick one of the pictures. So he's shooting for someone else, but I'm still standing behind, and I'm looking to see, what ain't right. I'm looking in the pictures, and I'm letting them know, I'm cueing them, like, put that chin up, or lean your, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm looking in the pictures, and at one point, the pictures we're looking at, he's in the background. I noticed they started taking more pictures with him in the background. They had to move to the back. I'm sitting there watching, and there's 3 kids in the back, 2 in the front. You don't see none of he's in the back. You don't see none of the other kids. You only see him. So now they're showing less and less of them, like maybe half the shirt, but you still only see, you don't see no one else in the picture. You just see this kid with this long hair. Something about black people's long hair, the world's just, it's just like a spectacle. No, Robert, I have not seen any drones. I've been looking. Now I'm back on the kick of fossils. I'm on the kick of fossils, y'all. I've been finding them on the ground. So, but I will tell you one of my proudest times when my son was modeling. He wanted to do a commercial, and the commercial just ended up being whatever because it wasn't done right. But it was still a commercial either way. And his fellow actors, it was one of his beginning commercials. His fellow actors were grown women. And the fact that he came in there, and it was a hair commercial, so they're different because there's three. There's the lady for the brand, and then she brought two adult hair models. Would you say? I don't know why she chose them. I think it was more for their speech, but whatever. But my son was actually there for proof of this hair product really looks, it works. Now here's one of the things where him being black, just because his hair worked for him. Since he did have the more, people think my children have good hair, but their hair is actually like the real deal 4C. It's only good when it's like a certain height. After that, it 4C's out. But anyways, when we went to do this commercial, they had one grown-up model on one side, one grown-up model on their side, and that lady brought a stylist. I still actually have his outfit that he used for the commercial and everything. They brought a bunch of choices, but you know, nothing fit. So he ended up wearing something I considered would have been a little trailer trash. It wasn't fitted right. It was just a lot going on with it. But either way, still wore it. Then she decides when the commercial comes that she just kind of wants to flatten his hair down, and we're pretending to have this wet look like he kind of got good hair and he really ain't got good hair. So little do you know, in between, we're spraying water on it, and we got to move fast because that hair sits on the shirt. It's going to leave watermarks because in real life his hair ain't good. So once again, he had to portray this image of, now all of a sudden I'm a black male, but I got long hair and it's kind of good. And that was a lie. So it was a lie. But the moral of that story was he stood in between those two adult models, and to be one of his first acting gigs. He went in there. I'm over there with the cue card. Oh, he didn't even need it. We was up till 3 o'clock moving around hotels because the one hotel wasn't up to everybody's satisfaction. So we was up to like 2 a.m. changing rooms. There was a lot going on. All right, go shut the door. I'm online. So, what else happened? Oh, he went in there and he read his thing. Like the spokesman was talking, and the girl, the first actress, she's like, yeah, such and such. Her little spiel. And my son wrote his own lines. He read his lines, and then the other lady read his lines. And he got up there and did his little hair mopping thing, or whatever it was. He wasn't. Just like when he used to go to the fashion shows. And that was another hard one because they wanted him to cut his hair, and we wouldn't cut his hair. He just, he'd be amongst grown-ups, and like there was one fashion show where he had to go first. Out of all the grown-ups, all everything, he went and did his thing. I was like, but that was a fun experience. That's something a lot of people say, a lot of people never get to say they experienced, and I put him in that position myself, and it's a kind of like a bragging privilege in its own right. Because even in real life, people with managers, you you don't. That was happening real fast. He was hanging around. What was that? That dance show, Dance Moms. One of his friends' parents was really deep into the music industry. So he hung with stars before he hung with anybody. And it wasn't even like they were stars. One time I remember one of the girls from Dance Moms, the daughter didn't bring no deodorant. I had to let her use some deodorant and body spray. She was a musty little thing. But they're people just like everyone else. It was a cool experience. I remember I walked in that recording studio that day, had my little bag on, with all my son's stuff, because you got to remember the manager, the stylist, the everything. I had my kids with me. It was a proud moment. It was definitely a proud moment. That's something I will always, 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 always. Where's my bag at? Because then at that point, it proved to me that I can do anything I put my mind to. You know I'm on live, right?